Do you believe that your choices, your opinions, and even the life you live are the result of your own free will? What if I told you that, according to Icke, almost everything in your life has been manipulated by an invisible yet incredibly powerful system since the moment you were born? It sounds like something out of a movie, but it's a reality that few can see. Today, we're going to expose how the system, have been ruining your life without you even realizing it. This video is about opening your eyes. About how the media, education, and even social norms are tools designed to keep you under control, far from the true power you possess. In the next few minutes, you'll understand how the game really works and discover the pieces you didn't even know were on the board. If you're ready to see the reality behind the curtain, stay with me until the end. Your worldview will never be the same. 1. Education, the first step toward control. Icke has always highlighted how the educational system is designed not to educate but to program. From a young age, we are taught to obey, to memorize information that serves the system, and never to question it. Think about it, how often were you encouraged to think critically about the world? Schools are like factories, molding children to fit into the system as cogs in a machine, without ever challenging it. This is no accident. It's a form of control from the start, conditioning you to accept authority as absolute. By limiting the scope of learning, the educational system creates a society that views the world in a narrow and linear way. If you're good at following rules, you'll be successful, but only within the boundaries they've set. This is the first step in manipulation, teaching you to ignore your unique and creative abilities to conform to a predetermined standard. 2. Media, the great perception manipulator. The media, according to Icke, is one of the system's most powerful weapons. It doesn't just inform, it shapes how you see the world. News, movies, TV shows, and even music are carefully crafted to feed a specific narrative. Everything you consume is filtered to ensure that you think what they want you to think. The trick is simple: manipulate your perception of reality. They create imaginary enemies, divide people into groups, and make you believe that your opinions are your own when, in reality, they are carefully planted. Have you ever wondered why so much news focuses on fear and conflict? It's because when you're afraid, you're easier to control. 3. The illusion of freedom, the game of controlled choices. One of Icke's central ideas is that the freedom we believe we have is an illusion. Choosing between two political candidates? Between two brands of products? All of it is part of the same system. They give you the illusion of choice, but every option has already been manipulated to serve their interests. This game is played at every level: political, economic, and social. Even the trends you follow, the social media platforms you use, and the values you uphold were strategically introduced to keep you distracted and under control. It's like being trapped in a cage but thinking you're free because you can choose which corner of the cage to stand in. 4. Money, the ultimate tool of control. The financial system is another key gear in this mechanism. According to Icke, society was designed to keep you perpetually in debt, emotionally, physically, and financially. From the moment you start working, you're placed in an endless cycle of consumption. Working to pay bills, acquiring things you don't need, and continuing to chase an illusion of happiness. The goal behind this is to keep people too busy and exhausted to question the system. After all, who has the time or energy to think critically when they're struggling to pay rent or a mortgage? 5. Cultural control, the power of social norms. Icke believes that even culture is used as a tool of manipulation. Social norms and acceptable behaviors are introduced to ensure everyone follows the same path. Those who question or deviate from this mold are immediately marginalized. For example, the idea that you should pursue a stable career, get married, have children, and retire is a narrative the system promotes to keep you in line. Any deviation from this script is seen as dangerous or irrational. This isn't about creating a harmonious society, it's about eliminating threats to their control. 6. Fear, the emotion that controls the world. According to Icke, fear is the primary mechanism of control. Crises, pandemics, wars, all of these are tools to keep the population in a constant state of anxiety. When people are afraid, they're more likely to accept rules and restrictions without questioning them. Fear paralyzes and creates dependency. The narrative that the world is a dangerous place is constantly reinforced by the media and authorities. This makes people feel they need protection, their protection. As a result, they accept surveillance, control, and even the loss of basic rights in exchange for a false sense of security. 7. Technology, the invisible net of control. Technology, which should be a tool of freedom, has become one of the greatest means of surveillance. Smartphones, social media, and even smart home devices are used to monitor your habits, interactions, and preferences. All of this is collected, analyzed, and used to predict and even manipulate your behavior. Icke warns that the ultimate goal is to create a fully tracked society where every movement and thought is monitored. This surveillance isn't about safety, it's about total control. 8. The true goal, preventing you from discovering who you really are. Finally, Icke argues that the system's ultimate goal is to disconnect you from your true essence. They want you to believe that you're small, powerless, and incapable of changing your reality. This is their greatest trick, making you forget how powerful you truly are. All the tools of control, education, media, money, culture, fear, and technology, exist to ensure that you never realize you have the power to create your own reality. Their greatest fear is that you wake up, question everything, and take back your power. What will you do now that you know this? Continue living in the illusion they've created, or start questioning everything? This is the moment to open your eyes and realize that the life you've lived until now has been shaped by a system designed to keep you under control. It's not easy to escape this prison, but change begins with awareness. If this video opened your mind, leave a comment sharing your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more content that will challenge everything you think you know. And if you're ready to continue this journey, click on the video appearing on the screen now. See you next time, and remember, the power is in your hands.